Welcome to the Points Taken Podcast. My name is James Keeley. Happy New Year. With me, as always, is Sammy Schaefer. How you doing, Sammy?
I'm starting my New Year's off with some Alka-Seltzer.
Drinking the Alka-Seltzer, first drink of the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you obviously did it right last night, my friend. Happy New Year to you. What does Sammy in, besides, the obvious things you're doing at some of your parties, what does you in for this Alka-Seltzer?
What do you mean? What does me?
Is it beer?
Yeah, beer. Yeah,
Beer is the big thing.
Beer gets me really big. Yeah.
All right.
So I try to avoid it, but with this show, there's no avoiding it.
Well, Sammy, it's time for a beer. Let's have a drink.
Are these game day drinks?
Sorry, pal. I didn't know you were going to have massive indigestion over beer.
Now that I have taken my, antacids, let's throw some beer on top of it.
All right, Sammy, it's time for everybody's favorite drinking game. Are these game day drinks?
Yep.
What do we got?
Well, we've got Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer. Oh, yeah. From La Crosse, Wisconsin, brewed in La Crosse, Wisconsin. 4.2% alcohol. There we go.
There's the Hulkster on the can. Boy, oh boy, I'm glad they didn't have this when I was 15 years old.
Oh, my God. Look at that. That looks like an old NES game.
I know.
Hero.
I would have drank it just to be like the Hulkster. I would have taken my vitamins in the morning and drank 24 of these at night.
Their description is light beer.
Yeah.
That's it. Just light beer. They didn't try too hard on the description.
Pretty basic.
But here's a message for everybody.
Hulk puts a little message on the side of the can.
America's at its best when united. And if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's simple pleasure of sharing a beer. That's why we started Real American Beer, to bring people together one beer at a time.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
And it's that the Iron Sheik is a bastard. We can all agree on that, too.
Yeah.
We're on to you, Sheik.
Yeah.
We're on to you.
Yeah.
The Iron Sheik in real life doesn't like Hulk Hogan.
Oh, really?
He's got like a Twitter page. I don't think he runs it, but it's basically just calls Hulk Hogan a jabroni every day. So,
Is that it? I love it.
Yeah. So we'll see how this goes.
Super light beer. They weren't kidding about that.
This is a callback to our last show. Hulk's at the top of my Mount Rushmore. Cheers. Let's see how this goes. I'm hoping it's great. I will drink this often. So, I want Hulk to come on the show.
So you're going to rate this like a 9.9.
It's
basically.
ice cold.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be hard for you.
Go back in.
If I nail your score, there's a punishment. We need the first punishment of the year.
Man.
Okay. All right. I really hope I get this.
I'm a little nervous on this one, actually.
You get. I want to change it. No, you gave us a 6.4. Just qualified.
7.2.
Oh, I almost got the hook. You like this?
I do, because I do like lighter beer because it's not as rough on my stomach. But there's like a good follow up aftertaste on this.
There is
something about it. It's not like a plain Miller Lite. There's something at the end that tastes good.
It's a pretty solid. Yeah.
Right. Like I thought it was just going to be a Miller Lite recan, but there's a good taste to it.
Yeah, we usually have stuff like this, and it's like a celebrity puts their name on it, and we're like, I might change my score. All right, what did I give it?
Well, I think
should I change it?
It's up to you.
No, okay. Initial reaction. 6.4 higher is going to get you a game day drink.
I think you went high just because it's a Hulkamania beer. So I think you said 8.2.
6.8.
Oh no! You
know
didn't
what
like
that
it?
means.
Oh, how could you go against the Hulk? Wait a minute, what were you going to change it to?
7.1.
No, we're going. No, I thought we did the pickle. Oh no!
It's the pickle beer, Sam.
I'm gonna need all the antacids.
It's back.
Like I'm gonna need all of the antacids. Oh God!
I'm so happy.
It tastes like
This is the best day.
It smells like pickle juice mixed with fart. Is how it smells so bad.
I think that's how they brew it.
That might be how they brew it.
Thank you, Hulkster.
I think how could you not? You want Hulkster to endorse us, and you're going to rate him as 6.8.
6.8 is a good score.
That's a shit score. That means
It's
you just
not
made it.
Hulk. Please don't listen to him.
That's like, hey, I got a C.
Don't listen to him.
Ma, you should be happy. I got a C. Oh God. Oh,
how did it go, Sam?
I'll take the. Oh God, I'll take the other shit. What is that
You
stuff
want-
called?
All right.
No, not now. Not now. But I would so rather eat that stuff than drink this crap.
Oh, the pickle.
This is by far the worst thing that has
Worst.
ever been brewed
The worst.
in the history of brewing beer.
I'm gonna smell it. Oh my god!
Smells like a pickle fart, right?
I got another one.
Oh.
I got another 6-pack because this show ain't over.
Oh.
We need to have some people on here to try this too.
All right. Well, I think you lied.
I didn't lie. Even if it's 7-1, you still lost.
Damn, I almost went 8-1 if I'd let you.
I'm gonna
change
drink
it.
more of these just because Hulk. I feel like you did it with me, buddy. Like I probably should have scored it higher. I gave it a legit game day drink score. I like it. It's ice cold. This is the way you should have it. Hulk doesn't divide unless he's Hollywood Hulk. Then he divides
There he does,
everybody.
absolutely.
But real American Hulk,
Mhm.
he gets us together. Say your prayers, eat your vitamins.
Hulk, there
Thanks,
you go.
Hulkster. This has been a fascinating, just one-upping. You're a good sport, Sam.
Oh God.
Fascinating segment of Are these game day drinks? Sammy, what's on the show?
Old habits,
Yep.
new beginnings, and that damn Sasquatch.
All right, buddy. You all right?
I'm starting off this year in a terrible note.
Terrible note.
I started off with a pickle beer. Oh,
Buddy, it's gonna get better, okay?
You know what? I'm sorry, I take it back. That was still better than 2024. So only up from here. Let's start out real low.
Okay.
We start out the year so low.
That's
Only up from here.
You know what? I like this attitude, Sam. I like this attitude. So college football playoffs going on today. Like we're gonna have our picks. We thank Richie for coming on the last show to talk some
Absolutely,
games.
he was great.
Great commentary. We'll have him back again and wrestling commentary. Oh, it's all a theme, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
It's all a theme. I'm glad you made it today. I'm glad whatever you do in your spare time doesn't kill you, especially New Year's Eve. Are you a big New Year's Eve guy?
No, I actually tend to just stay home.
Yeah, I think it's they. I used to think it was like kind of douchey when people said like it's amateur night, but it really is.
Really, the big thing I always hate is you got to buy a drink package,
Yeah.
which pisses me off, and then you wait so long at the bar for a drink.
Wait so long.
And that's I don't care about afterwards. It's just, I don't want to wait that long for a drink.
It's really forced.
Yeah.
I don't like crowds.
Mm-mm.
Going to Disney reminds me of that all the time. It's like when you go out for Valentine's Day. The
Yeah.
food's terrible. You wait
Yeah.
forever.
You're on a small menu.
You're on a
And
small.
you're still waiting.
Yeah. And who wants like a heavy meal before they're like being romantic? Like, oh, not you. When
Hey,
you're
let's get all the pasta we can.
yeah. Let's get a heavy meal, and then top it off with an Alka-Seltzer at the end of the night. Alka-Seltzer needs to be a sponsor for this.
You know what? I'm all for it. I'm all for it.
Bring it on. Hulk Hogan, Alka-Seltzer, DraftKings. Bring it on.
Done.
Bring it on. And well, anybody really.
Yeah. If you're famous, I don't care how
Yeah.
high, low
Yeah.
famous you are. A level, B level, D level. We'll take them all.
We'll plug you.
Yeah.
We'll plug you. Any New Year's resolution, Sam? What are you going to do differently this year?
I'm not a New Year's resolution guy.
Yeah?
I think I told you this last year too. It's just, I don't know. I try to always better myself, and I think if you're forcing it on New Year's Eve, you're gonna fail.
Yeah, I mean, everybody tries to get in better shape. I did it for years and years and years. It didn't work. I started earlier last year, and I just kind of stuck with it,
Mhm.
and it helped. But I'm resorting to some of my old ways. So I hope my New Year's resolution next year isn't lose all that weight I put on in 2025.
I think if I had to make one, it's gonna be to not, to actually be more productive, like read books, play instruments, do something.
I really want to learn another language.
You know what? That's supposed to be so good for your mental health.
Yeah, and I'm slipping. I used to be very quick. I used to be sharp. You knew me back in the day. I was very good with improv,
Yeah.
and I've beaten myself down. 3 children. Yeah.
A language will do that.
3 children, mortgages, bills. Bills. Right, Beyonce?
Yeah, there you
Destiny's Child.
go. Pick like a real random language too.
Yeah.
Like
a
French Canadian.
dead language. just Latin all day. One thing I did do last year, though, the editing my life, which I really think that was important. Just kind of, if people aren't good to you, you don't need to really answer their calls as much anymore.
No.
If people are dragging you down, if if you just got that negative energy, like you can still be friends with them, but you also have to have boundaries.
Keep them at a distance.
You have to have limits.
Mhm.
It's if they're constantly complaining, constantly upset.
I definitely trimmed down last year.
Yeah, and it's the same stuff. It's like, hey, I love you. I want you to be happy. But if you refuse to be happy, there's nothing I can do, and you can't drag me down every
They
day.
drag you into that negative orbit,
They do.
and you can't escape it.
It's really like a cold. Like you don't want to be around somebody with a bad. I'll talk to you when you don't have that cold.
Yeah.
Some people have a cold 365.
They do.
365. So yeah. I'm just trying to be a little bit better, trying not to lose my mind. This is the Irish things that go on in this head. They're not good. Some days I'm like, I want to be a happier person. Other days I'm like, jail doesn't sound that bad. If I really had my revenge on the people who have hurt me. So I got to balance
For all
that.
those people that didn't watch our podcast this year,
Oh God.
that's who he's talking
The
about.
bitterness. The bitterness I had after that in 2023. Hey, boy.
Yeah, we came a long way from that.
We came a long way. I was like, these people are dead.
so
Cut their
angry.
throats, and I did. Some of them I still haven't talked to, but it's like these people. I'm like, they'll text me and they'll be like, "What are your picks today? What do you like?" I'm like, "Watch my podcast." They're
It'll
like,
be
too busy.
I don't have 40 minutes.
Yeah, they're like, I heard on Facebook you had a terrible injury. An embarrassing injury? What happened? I'm like, it's on the podcast. I haven't had time to watch it.
Don't care enough.
Is it funny?
Yeah.
Tell me real quick. Give me the Cliff Notes version of your testicle injury. Yeah. So
That may have been one of our best rated episodes.
it was.
Or most viewed episodes, I should say.
I had a lot of health problems last year that I recovered from, hopefully. Detached retina,
Yeah.
another an eyeball and a ball situation.
All the balls.
All of them. And I have an arthritic knee. Hey, that's good. But I don't have anything bad just yet. Hopefully I didn't just jinx the shit out of
I'm
myself.
going to start calling you dodgeballs.
Wow.
Not so good?
Nah.
Okay.
Workshop that one.
Okay.
Have some more of that pickle beer for your dumb joke.
I wasn't that bad.
All right, Sam. But we're going to keep going strong. We're going to do a season 3 of the PTP, right? You in?
We're in.
Let's do it. We got 3 years. 3. Good number. 4. Who knows? 4. Who knows? So keep watching. And let's go with one of our favorite new bits from this year. Ask the PTP.
Nice.
Ask the PTP. All right, Sam. It's time for Ask the PTP. We got an etiquette question today. What do we got?
All right. This is from Liza Smitty 56, super fan.
Super fan.
What's the etiquette on receiving a Christmas gift that you won't use?
Okay. Yeah. We all get a lot of these.
Yeah, it happens.
Have you gotten some of these this year, last year, in history? I'm opening another Real American beer, by the way.
I'm still nursing the first one.
Thanks, Hulkster.
Yeah, really.
I'm starting the year, right?
Because I'm not easy to shop for. I don't necessarily have a list to give to people. So
Yeah.
people guess, and
Yeah.
a lot of times I get it right because I'm easy, and sometimes I don't.
So I was very proud of my 11-year-old because she got a lot of gifts this year, and they were really good gifts.
Yeah.
But everything she got, she was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" With family and everything. I was like, "That's the way to get a gift." And then she's like, "I want Huggies." She went around and hugged everybody,
That's
and I was
awesome.
like, "Great start," And I told her, I go, "That's the way you accept a gift. Like somebody spent their money, somebody worked hard, earned money, took that money and bought you something.
Yeah.
So like, I'm really proud of the way you do it." So yeah, you have to fake it pretty well.
Well, you still should be grateful that somebody gave you a gift.
Yeah.
Right? Like they went out of their way and shopped for you. On the busiest shopping week of the year, they actually I want to go to the store and get something.
I know, and we overgift.
Yeah.
We overgift. Not everybody gets a gift. Not everybody should get a gift. There's some wretched people in families that don't deserve gifts, and they get way too many. My buddy Stu and his brothers, their mother is the sweetest woman in the world.
Mhm.
She buys them all these things, and they'll open it and they'll go, "Nope," and they'll throw it into this pile of returns. And she returns them. And
Are you serious?
Yeah, they're like, "Nope," and they just throw it like, "Bad idea."
Wow.
It's horrible.
It's kind of funny if that's their tradition, but it's so bad
It
at
is.
the same time.
And her mother's from England, and she is, again, like the greatest. And she's got such a great sense of humor. Doesn't get her feelings hurt by that stuff. With me,
good.
I'm like, that's the last gift you ever got, you spoiled little shit.
Yeah, I'm glad that she plays into it.
Oh, yeah.
That's so mean.
So, yeah. But with stuff you won't use, and I think we should all do this, return it. Get your money back. I have gotten so many gifts that I'm like, I'll use that one day, or, it's not really my thing, but I feel bad. I feel bad getting rid of it.
Mhm.
And then you just get rid of it 15 years later. It's in your, which I just keep too many things.
Yeah.
I mean, not in the studio, obviously. This is in tip-top shape. We won't show how the
There's
sausage.
no clutter at all.
We
here.
won't show how the sausage is made in this studio. But yeah, the etiquette is be very nice and lie. If you don't like it, say, "Oh yeah, that thing you got me is great. I use it all the time." They're never going to check up on it, and they'll forget. And you've done a good thing. But you got to spare people's feelings.
Yeah.
Like a white lie is like a gift to someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it makes sense.
Not everybody's going to get it. But if somebody put thought into it,
Yeah.
I said, I think you would like this. I think this is look good in your house or whatever. But there's certain things you can't buy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't buy people clothes. You can't buy people something that they got to hang on their walls. Like there's certain things that are just like they're very specific.
It's
So
in
you
their
got to
mind,
be you got to be careful.
Unless they tell you exactly what they want.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten many gifts and I'm like, this is amazing. And I do have it on my walls, but there's certain times you're just like, I'm very paranoid about buying gifts because I'm like, they're going to hate it. I'm an idiot. They're going to hurt my feelings and say they want to return it. So I just send gift cards now. Like you buy yourself something nice.
I know this couple. She's very money conscious because we all are.
Yeah.
She got a gift from her significant other, and it was just really expensive earrings. And she had this this money could have been used for bills like groceries.
Oh,
And this was a really expensive gift, like over $1,000.
wow.
So everybody in her circles called her out on it and said that was pretty shitty.
Yeah, that was pretty rough.
Yeah.
You don't get to choose what people spend their money on.
No.
And if somebody said, here's $1,000 for groceries, you'd be like, that's not really a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess it's a gift, but it's kind of lame. It's no fun.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad she got called out on it.
Yeah.
That's what Ask the PTP is all about. All right. Well, this has been a fascinating segment.
Mm-hmm.
Again, be polite, lie your ass off, don't hurt people's feelings, and return that shit. Get it out of your house. All right, Sam, let's talk some college football. College football picks. All right, Sammy, the playoffs. I love it. It hasn't been great so far, but it's going to get better.
Yeah.
What are our plays for today, Sam? What's the first game?
All right, number 5, Texas at number 4, Arizona State. Arizona State's plus 12.5 with a total at 51.
Yeah, that's a noon game. If you're in our time zone, that's good. You kind of sleep in. You get started, get maybe a mimosa in you by halftime, and get your day going.
Nice.
Don't love this game. Arizona State could score a little bit, but Texas defense is pretty good. Texas has been scoring. They look like a little bit of a different team in their first game of the playoff. What are we taking?
We're taking the over at 51.
Yeah, I didn't see a lot of ways to go here. I like that total. All right, what's the next game?
Number 8, Ohio at number 1, Oregon's 4 p.m. game. Oregon is plus 3 with a total at 55.5.
It's Ohio State.
Yeah.
Okay, close enough.
Yeah. One Ohio college.
Yeah, the line is 2.5. But if you're going to take this, you got to bet it up to 3. Oregon won at home 32-31 on October 12th. It was a very good game, very exciting. The totals, that total was 63. This total is 55.5. What are we taking, Sam?
We're taking Oregon plus 3.
This is the toughest game. This is the toughest game. Everybody's saying Ohio State destroyed Tennessee. They're going to go in there. Oregon's got a week off. They're going to be rusty. Ohio State's balling. I still think Oregon's a pretty damn good team. I like their coach. I like hitting points here. Tough game.
Right.
Tough game. All right. And the last game, I like this game the most. What do we got?
Number 7, Notre Dame at number 2, Georgia at 7:45 p.m. Georgia's pick 'em at the total at 46.
Okay, so Georgia's quarterback got knocked out in the last game. He's done. He's declared for the draft. He's had enough. They got their backup, Gunnar Stockton in. They didn't let him do much. He looked very shaky, but I'm sure they're running him through. Notre Dame has a very good defense. They've played a lot better since losing in week 2 to Northern Illinois. But Georgia has Kirby Smart. Georgia has a great defense. Georgia's loaded. Sammy, what do we got?
I mean, Georgia pick 'em.
Yeah, Georgia's given -1, but we make the rules on this show, Sam. So you could bet Georgia -1 at -110, or you could bet Georgia pick 'em. You buy that point back because we don't take favorites here.
No, we do not.
So we're bending the rules. I love Georgia. I said in the last episode, I took them plus 550 to win the whole thing. Even if they get to the championship game, I can offset that. I just think they're better. If they get past Notre Dame, I think they'll handle Penn State, and I think they'll get to the national championship game. Kirby Smart's the best coach in college football. He is. All right, Sammy, that's it. A couple plays. We're going to keep you posted throughout the day. Follow us on X, maybe Instagram, both at Points Taken Pod. We're 22, 28, and 1 for the college football season. We got to make up a little ground.
Yep.
It's exciting. Are you going to watch any of these games today?
Nope. I'll watch NFL, but I'm not going to watch college.
Yeah. Listen, anything for the show, Sam.
Anything for the show, except college.
Too great. All right, let's look at the NFL.
NFL picks.
Bullshit. There's no way you're going to watch all these NFL games anyways. This is week 18. What do you got? What do we got?
Bengals at Steelers. It's a Saturday night game at 7 p.m. Steelers are plus 1.5 with a total at 48.5.
What are we taking, Sam?
I'm taking the Bengals. Pick 'em.
That's right. Breaking the rules.
Yeah,
Changing them.
It's late in the season. We do what we want.
Don't care. Well, you're only laying 125 on that. Minus 125 on that.
Mm-hmm.
Bengals pick 'em. Okay. The Ravens play earlier. They're giving 18 points. They're not going to lose that game. For some crazy reason, the Ravens lose the game. The Steelers would have a chance to win the division. They also have a chance to move their playoff slot in a little bit, but I don't think they're going to be as motivated. And they've lost 3 in a row. The Bengals, on the other hand, are kicking ass. They have a chance to get into the playoffs, but they have to win and get a little help. If they win and the Broncos and the Dolphins lose, the Bengals are in the playoffs. The Bengals are probably the best team of those 3, and I'm a Dolphins fan. But if it's the Broncos, Bengals, or Finns, you're going to want the Bengals in the playoffs. They're just a more exciting team with Burrow and Jamar Chase. Mm-hmm. So I really like that. The other games, I don't know yet. There's a lot of things that are unsettled. But games I'm looking at: Giants at Eagles. Giants plus 3, total 38.5. I don't know if Saquon Barkley's going to play. There could be a prop on that. We'll talk about that in a minute. What's the next game?
Chargers at Raiders. Raiders are plus 5 with a total at 41.5.
Yeah. The Chargers team total, they have a chance to move their playoff ranking, their slot. So if their team total is around 24, I'd probably take that. I don't know. The total's not bad. 41.5 is pretty low. What's the next one?
Chiefs at Broncos. The Chiefs are plus 10.5 with a total at 38.5.
Yeah, they're playing their backup quarterback and most of their backups, but their backup quarterback's Carson Wentz. They're getting 10.5. They're the Chiefs. I mean, Andy Reid's still going to screw around and potentially win. The Broncos had a chance to already be in the playoffs and they choked. So I don't know. Chiefs plus 10.5. Might have to take that. What's the last game?
Dolphins at Jets. Jets are plus 1 with a total of 40.5.
I don't bet Jets games. All right, I just don't. I broke my rule a little bit last week, and I took the over because I'm like, well, that's not really betting the Jets game. Because I'm like, Josh Allen's going to score a ton of points by himself, and he did, and they still almost lost. It was a live bet. It was 40 and a half, and I was like, oh, okay. And the Bills were up 40-0, and I'm like, the Jets aren't even going to score 1 point. And then they benched Aaron Rodgers. What a disaster that's been.
Yeah.
That's been the most wonderful disaster.
Everyone's loving that disaster.
My most hated team, just a very polarizing guy. What a good story. He'll be out of there. But they say he's going to play. He has a chance to throw his 500th touchdown. Maybe he throws that touchdown if he can. I mean, he could probably do it against the Dolphins. And then he just hangs it up. That's a bad way to leave your career, though.
Yeah, should have ended that a little earlier.
Ended a little bit earlier, but he's still got the arm. He just needs to be on a better team. I just don't know who's out there. I mean, a lot of teams are looking for quarterbacks.
I don't think anybody wants him.
But he's a headache.
Yeah.
He doesn't get along with a lot of players. Garrett Wilson's a really talented receiver, young receiver. They do not get along.
He doesn't like you get the boot.
Yeah, you do. He brings in his own people. Then there's some player props. These guys have incentives in their contracts that I'm going to look at. Mike Evans, if he gets 5 catches and 85 yards, he gets a $3 million bonus.
That's huge.
$3 million bucks.
That's a big one.
Baker's going to try to help him out with that. Baker's been slinging it this year. Geno Smith needs 186 passing yards to get a $2 million bonus. There's a lot more of those. I'm going to look into them and see if any of them are looking decent. Malik Neighbors, the really, really good, talented rookie receiver for the Giants. He needs 2 catches to break the rookie wide receiver record. He'd probably get some sort of bonus there. Saquon Barkley needs 101 yards to break the NFL rushing record.
Wow.
But he's doing it in 17 games. He'd be breaking a record from 1984 that was done in 16 games. That's Eric Dickerson did that. He had 2,105 yards at 84.
That's impressive. It's been since 1984.
It's 2,100 yards is crazy.
That is, yeah.
Crazy. So, I don't know. I think Saquon probably should sit out. Even if you break that record, there's kind of an asterisk on it. He probably will. Here's the thing, though. They're playing the Giants, and the Giants let him go. They said, we're going to keep Daniel Jones, the quarterback, and we're going to let you go.
Yeah.
So,
for him.
yeah, they're like, get going. And he's turned out to be the best running back in the league by a lot. Like, he went to a division rival. So he could break this record against the Giants. And the Giants are probably going to want to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some pride by the Giants defense to like want to knock him around a little bit. If I'm a Giant,
you know what though? It's not like the players let him go.
Yeah.
I don't know if the players actually have any grudge against them.
yeah, but nobody's going to give him an Olay to get their record.
That's true. Yeah.
So we'll see. It's going to be an interesting week 18. I thought normally they're kind of trash, but this there's some implications here. So yeah, we are dead even in the NFL record. We're 36-36. PTP for the season is 57-66-1. We got a little ground to make up, but we're a little bit of a hot streak.
Mm-hmm. Nice, I like it.
Little hot streak. And what is Sammy's pick this week?
I'm getting a pass this week, right?
Are you getting a pass?
Is that what the script says?
The script says something. What did you decide to take?
Let's see. I took. What was it?
Oh
man!
you're gonna take Vikings.
Mm-hmm. Was it Vikings plus 3.5?
Vikings plus 3. Yeah, plus 3.
Was it plus 3?
Yeah.
And I had a prop bet in there. Who was the over? I said I want to take.
I don't know.
Was it the Rams or was the over?
Oh yeah, the Rams Seahawks over 47.5.
Something. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. We'll put those in there, guys.
Slide them in.
Get ready for the riches. Fade the shit out of this pick. All right, I'll put those in the script later. All right, Sammy. Your picks are so important to the world.
Apparently, they're so good.
How did I leave that
They
out?
don't even make it into the script anymore.
We started off the year. We forgot about your
He
picks.
just doesn't even care about my picks anymore.
I'm sorry. If you're so good at them, when you have them at the top of your head.
I mean, I just came out with them like 20 minutes ago.
You're drunk, Sam. Thanks a lot, Hulk Hogan. You ruined the show. You and your delicious beer. All right, Sammy. We got to talk news.
Before we get in the news, I got to admit, we learned his new favorite band. Tegan and Sarah, everybody.
I wouldn't say they're my new favorite band. I'm saying that I like them.
Yeah, they're new favorite. You said it. Don't be so humble now.
Are they sisters? They're lesbian. They're little lesbian sisters, and they make good tunes.
They actually make good tunes. I'm not upset with them.
I like music.
That's true.
They Jack White covered one of their songs. That's how I got turned on to them. He covered a song called "Walking with a Ghost."
Nice.
They're not lesbians together. They're sisters who are also lesbians.
Yeah, it was coincidental.
Let's not besmirch
Let's not start rumors.
Tegan and or Sarah. I like Tegan and Sarah. Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you. I just think other people might.
Hey. Do we need to bring back Sammy's Got Wiener Secrets? I shan't be judged by you. Sammy, what else is in the news?
2 Oregon men were found dead in the forest from exposure to the elements while looking for Sasquatch.
Okay, sucks that they're dead.
Yes.
We're not mocking them.
Not making light of the death part.
But, guys, stop looking for Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Stop looking for Sasquatch.
We should let that one go.
Yeah. Their bodies, there was 37 and 59. They were found in a heavily wooded area of the Gifford Pinchot National Forest in Washington State. The police said they appear to have died of exposure of the harsh weather conditions and their ill preparedness for the forest. They set out an excursion into the wilderness hoping to spot Bigfoot with the intention to return home before Christmas. I hope they didn't have families that I hope these were goofballs that didn't ruin a bunch of Christmases.
They're clearly goofballs if they really went out in the forest saying they're going to find Sasquatch.
Yeah. But this is like a story, and people are kind of laughing at it. And it's like, if you have a family member and they're getting in a bunch of scuba gear, and they're like, "Where are you going?" You're like, "I'm Christmas Eve. I'm gonna go look for Loch Ness. I'm going to look for the monster in Loch Ness." Slap the shit out of them.
Stop them.
Slap the shit out of them.
Just,
okay?
Cut the line to the tank so they can't use it anymore or something.
Return all their Christmas gifts. Call back.
There we go.
Because they bought you shit. Okay? I don't want anything from somebody who's looking for old Nessie. But they had to have a rescue team out there. They went out.
Yeah, like a helicopter, drones.
Yeah.
Everybody looking for them.
The report says it was a grueling 3-day search. 60 volunteer search and rescue personnel took to the area looking for the Bigfoot fanatics. Come on. Like, you go and you say, look, if we're not back by Christmas, we're dead.
Yeah.
Don't trouble yourself.
Just leave us be.
Yeah.
Sasquatch will use our bodies for warmth.
Yeah, or whatever Sasquatch does.
Yeah.
And you know what he does? Nothing. Because he doesn't exist. He's a superstition. We put up with a lot of religious superstitions in the world, okay? Only one of you is right, if one. There's only one right. And max.
And that's why they fight so much over it.
Because everyone's saying, well, you might have a god too that's kind of hanging around. They're all up at a round table up there. No, they're all saying, mine's the only one that exists. I saw a thing on the Pope the other night.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Talk about him later. I went to 13 years of Catholic school. I'm allowed to talk about that Pope
you are allowed
any
to.
way I want.
You've earned it. You're a good Irish Catholic.
Yeah,
You can say
no,
whatever
I'm not,
you want.
but I've paid my dues. It says the search party fought through freezing temperatures, rain, snow, and heavily wooded terrain. There were 7 separate law enforcement agencies and Coast Guard looking for this guy. It just don't do that.
That's a lot. That is a lot for 2 loony people.
There's a lot of mental illness in the world, and we want to support people, but stop letting people do things that are harming them.
Okay, or just put an AirPod. Was it an iTag?
But yeah, put an AirPod on someone.
Something on there so people can track you.
Right. Yeah.
Just be smart about it.
Be smart about it. But there's a lot of mental illness. People are doing a lot of things. Don't even get me into some of these crazy parents that have illnesses and they're taking it out of their kids. That's a whole other show too. All right, it's the new year, so let's start with something else fun. What else we got?
The FBI has issued a warning to professional athletes after a string of home burglaries.
All right, so not as fun.
Nah.
I guess Luka Doncic was the most recent guy. So the FBI says organized theft groups from South America, they conduct physical and technical surveillance in preparation for these burglaries. They use publicly available information and social media to identify a pattern of life for a prospective victim. They often know in advance where the valuables are kept in a home.
Wow.
So social media isn't just for making people feel bad about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It can be dangerous.
Yeah.
You could actually get your stuff stolen. So maybe now you'll care.
I'm surprised that it's easy to find athletes' addresses.
Oh, I'm sure it's.
You think it's easy?
I'm sure it's fairly easy.
Okay.
There's all these pages and all this stuff. Like it's I mean, they're in small areas. They can only live in certain places, and there's only certain areas where there's high-end houses. But yeah, it happened to Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Joe Burrow. Burrow was really shook up by it. He's like, I've had my privacy really violated, so I wonder if he's got some secrets. Pictures of you and him, maybe.
Me and Joe Burrow, we go way back.
Just listen, if you and Joe Burrow have like a lovemaking tape out there, this would be great for the show.
That's on him to release it. I mean, allegedly.
He's a hell of a quarterback, but some of his hair...
And a hell of a lover.
Breaking news! Some of his hair choices make me think that maybe you've seen him at a couple of your parties.
Well, yeah, me and him got some wiener secrets.
Oh, see? Starting out the new year with some music to my ears, my friend. Yeah, it sucks. These guys, they should not have their homes burglarized. They have families in there. But some of these people are stealing from the fans. Okay? How's it taste? How's it taste? Some of you guys aren't showing up. You're saying my hip hurts. I'm very bitter about the Dolphins right now. I'm calling out a lot of my players. And you make too much money.
Yeah.
You make too much money. So if a little is skimmed off the top by the South American mob,
Yeah, that's true. You can afford it.
But they all have these private security firms now. It's a great time to have private security firms right now because, like our country can't take care of anybody. I love the FBI. They're like, hey, they're doing it.
Yeah, just so you know.
We
can't stop them.
We can't do anything. We were trying.
We know everything about them. Can't stop them.
Yeah. We were trying to fix an election. So we're exhausted.
Definitely too busy.
We're exhausted. All right. Enough of that. Happy New Year, Sam. You feeling better?
I am feeling better.
You feeling better?
Yeah. The Alka-Seltzer won the battle.
You know, it was the Alka-Seltzer, but it was living, laughing, and loving, Sam.
Absolutely. It's all about the good company.
The 3 L's. All right, buddy. Cheers. Pickle beer? No?
No.
Hulk Hogan beer?
Maybe out of camaraderie, you can have some pickle beer.
No. It would be drinking after you. So my 2 least favorite.
But you could be mixing with Joe Burrow a little bit.
Also no. Also no. Thanks, Hulk Hogan. One of my heroes. I wanted to be Hulk Hogan so bad when I was a kid. Everybody did. Everybody wanted to rip that shirt off.
It's a decent beer.
Yeah, it's a decent beer. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year. Hope you guys get everything you want this year. Everybody stay safe. We want you around for 2026.
Mm-hmm.
And keep watching. And thanks again for all the support. And we appreciate it. We'll do it another year at least.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Cheers. Cheers to that. Happy New Year, everybody. See you soon.